Hello and welcome back to the channel for another video. I recorded this video earlier, but I decided to scrap it purely because upon inspection the video doesn't really make sense, and actually if I just looked with my own two eyes I would have realized that I could have made the video a lot simpler. The video was about, and so is this, about Poppy firing her band. Now, if you look at footage from before Australia, let's just say before Australia. If you look at footage there, you see that there's 3 members generally. And then if you look at the Australian footage, there's 2. I mean, aside from Poppy. The difference between these two is that I believe that Chris Grietti and Titane Sinclair are both in the concerts before Australia, and they're not in the ones in Australia. Sinclair had parted ways with Poppy before that, so that makes sense. I don't know why Chris Grietti didn't tour. That does also play into the theory that Poppy fired her band. Now, I'm not exactly second guessing this, I just want to see if there's proof at this stage, but I think there is. Now, there was something going around that apparently Blame Candy had unfollowed Poppy on Instagram, I believe, and that is kind of a sign, as Blame Candy were a big part of the Poppy universe. Titane Sinclair had done videos for them, whether it be music videos or just videos like he did with Poppy, for example. He is one of those. And here's one of the music videos he helped with. Life like you has never been a breeze. You need to act so cool. But it would seem that Poppy fired them. Well, she supposedly fired them, but it could also make sense that maybe they were closer with Titane Sinclair and he had also helped them with their stuff, and maybe when he got kicked out they decided to go with him. I feel like that would make a lot more sense rather than her telling Sinclair to go away and then telling them to go away. Now, according to Alex, Titane's brother, she has also fired, I think, management and some other people, and it's just kind of her at the moment, and that she wants to maintain a look that it's all her, and wow, look, this one person's done all this work and I disagree and stuff. Whereas if you look at the credits and stuff, that very much isn't the case. So it's going to be interesting to see how things go afterwards, because she can't just be like, oh hey, I've done the I disagree era, you can come back now. But something that I feel actually does also, at least in my mind, prove that she potentially fired the band is, as I mentioned, if you look at the American tour dates and then if you look at the Australian tour dates, someone actually pointed out to me that there's a very clear difference. You can see that in the American ones, I'm not sure if it can be seen by this footage. But in the Australian ones, you can definitely see that they are wearing face masks and wigs, which I think is to make it so that you can't tell who they are, which therefore means that it may be her band and it's just for mystery purposes, but I don't think it is. I think that it's a bit strange to go from wearing makeup, for example, to just having full-on face masks. It's not like you can't do makeup in Australia or something. There's probably more signs as well. I believe that Chris was in America when Poppy was performing in Australia, so that therefore says that he wasn't present. But it is a bit of a strange situation if it's true that the majority of the people working with Poppy on the album, the producers and writers and such, are no longer involved, according to Alex. That's that's strange. I can't see why that would happen. I guess that could play into the whole Poppy thinking that she's big enough for the big time now. She's got enough fans, she can do it on her own. Which I know some people don't believe it, and I think that personally, I think that she can, but I do also think that for her to fire everyone, if she has done that, that is a bad move. Unless she doesn't want a record deal and just wants to go indie again, like the Mariah Poppy days. I mean, the hairstyle's there, but I thought that she would want to keep going. She can, of course, get more people, new people, and I'm sure that there wouldn't be much difficulty in doing that if she chose to do so. I suppose it'll be interesting to see who performs live with her next time she performs live. I don't think it's too long until she is performing, so that could confirm or deny theories. And also, one thing that confuses me, another thing, many things confuse me, but for the point of this video, one thing that confuses me is the icky babies, because it wouldn't really make sense to me if they were fired. They haven't been around for too long. But another thing that also confused me was that there's three of them, and then there's three members apart from Poppy playing live, if you look at the American tour, for example. Yet Titanic Sinclair isn't in the Icky Babies, so I'm not sure how that fully adds up or fully makes sense. But I don't see why she would formally introduce the Icky Babies in a video if they were just going to be part of the recording crew. Also, if you're wondering about Titanic Sinclair, and because he was part of the band, I'm just going to mention it here. I'm not going to put it in its own video, but if you're interested in Titanic Sinclair, he was recently filmed, and it was put on Instagram of him in a suit. He was looking happy. As much as I don't agree with what he's done, I can imagine that under any circumstance, losing something that you hold very dear to you, whether it be a relationship or an art project, or in this case, probably both, losing that once in the form of Mars Argo would be difficult, but losing it twice would just crush you even more. That's all I really have to say for this video, apart from the usual outro. If you did enjoy, leave a like. If you are new here, don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell if you never want to miss an upload. And I'll see you soon for more content. I really want to try and film a couple of videos in one day so that I'm like 2 days ahead, so that if I don't feel overly inspired one day, that I can just leave it for one day, or I can just wait for something to happen or whatever. But that hasn't happened as of yet. And also, just a PS, this background is going to be changing within the next few days. I know that the spider making a cameo will probably forever live on my channel. But yeah, and it is quite a nice setup actually. I know the light's not on, but it's still pretty good lighting, in my opinion. So yeah, also I am currently safe from the bushfires, in case you're wondering. I know there's been a fair bit of news surrounding the Australian bushfires, but thank you for showing your concern for Australia and asking if I'm okay. I'm currently okay. I don't know if that will remain the case, but we'll see. But yeah, thanks for watching. Have a nice day and peace.